So for those of you who like to max out their testosterone and have as much energy as possible, you know, I'm gonna teach you what I know about the art of a good coffee. Because what I learned from one of the safety managers at DSV when I worked there is that natural black coffee has oils in it that are very good for men. Perfect timing. My coffee just finished. I swear this isn't pre-recorded. We're here. Is there a way to prove it? Look, here's my Alexa. 207. So we're really here, guys. Hmm. I usually like to if I have a choice between like a medium-sized mug and like a large mug, sometimes I like the idea of a large one, but drink it all and then you start getting jitters. So I'm trying to avoid that this time and learn from my past mistakes. I'm gonna go with the smaller size. Now the magic of a good coffee. See, this is where people are this is where people are messing it up and they're losing all the benefits, the natural benefits of a good coffee. Is they think that coffee is supposed to be a sweet treat, but coffee was never sweet. Naturally, when you smell coffee, it smells savory, it smells earthy, it smells almost meaty. It almost smells like meat, like a really good cut of bacon or something, like a really dark roasted fucking smoked bacon. And that's exactly right. Like you shouldn't be overly sweetening your coffee. When you go in to sweeten your coffee, you kind of want to add just enough that you can bear the taste of it. Like if you're one of those people that finds it too bitter, then you just want to literally round that out with the sugar. Your goal isn't to make it a sweet treat because then you're getting none of the natural benefits of the coffee, the reason that you even drank the coffee in the first place. So to rehash, there's good oils in the coffee that are good for men, good for their testosterone. Um, if you're putting a bunch of sugar in it and you're getting caramel macchiatos and frappuccinos and all these other stuff, you're not getting what makes a coffee good. You're getting a milkshake, essentially, with an espresso shot in it. And that's cool. If that's your vibe, that's your vibe. But for me, like I'm not posing my coffee. I drink coffee for the benefits, the energy. Um, that's just me. That's just what I've learned over the years. Is it more than what it is? Maybe, but it's worked for me. Tell me what you guys think. How do you guys like your coffee? My only problem though, this ninja, bro, it'll sit there and drip for hours. It'll drip for hours, dog. But yeah, I'd say like just caring about your brewer, because a lot of people think they need to spend money on like a Keurig or like an espresso. And honestly, what you need to do is start to like learn to love coffee, bro. You need to learn to love the things that nature gave you, is what you need to do. It's the harsh truth, but you need to learn to love the things that nature gave you, is what you got to do, and stop trying to sugarcoat everything. Literally, sugarcoat everything. Um, just take care of your coffee brewer. Clean it, run the vinegar through it, do what you got to do. Take care of your stuff, and you can make a good coffee. And you don't need like, yeah, man, I'm great. Thank you for asking. But you don't need like crazy good equipment or anything like that. Don't use your equipment as an excuse to make a good coffee. Don't skimp on the filters either. Another thing too, like I'm finding with these filters I just bought, I took a chance on some great, are they great value? Nah, man, they're worse. They're Clover Valley. I took a chance on some Clover Valley, or I guess my friend did when I told him to pick up coffee filters. But I'm getting coffee grounds in the coffee, so like you actually do want to invest in a better filter. Um, that does matter. The filter definitely fucking matters. And I even I started it with one filter. I tried like double filtering that shit. It doesn't make a difference. So drink K pods, K pods, the Keurig pods. They're not bad. The only problem with that, and like I don't mean to be like a bitch, dog. I don't mean to be like scolding anybody out. I don't think that having a few people in each town use K cups and stuff is not a big deal. But the plastic waste can definitely add up. Uh, Obviously, everything's fucking bad, bro. But well, brewing it like this is definitely the morally superior option. So I will take a sip to that. I got you beat, bro. Sorry. Nah, I'm not one of those people, bro. I'm not gonna sit on my fucking high horse because I fucking, especially growing up in middle school, dude. I used to drink a shit ton of Keurig pods. Those the apple cider ones and the hot cocoa, dog. They were so fire. And oh man, I'll never forget the ones with the cinnamon in them. The apple cider with the cinnamon. They were just so good. You didn't have to add anything to it. You just popped it in, and it was definitely the convenience. But dude, I don't know. I don't know if it was something in my life changed whenever I started going around picking up trash for other people. Not because it was a community service, it wasn't required of me, but because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to help people. So I went around and picked up trash, and I realized, dog, we have a lot of plastic. Um, Something like whether you want to, the news is trying to lie to you and like, what do you call it? Fearmonger. You go outside and see it, bro. You go outside and see it. There's no agenda there. Just go outside and see it. The agenda is like step into the real world. My only agenda is step into the real world and like take what you see with your eyes seriously. That's my only agenda is take your own vision seriously and what you see with your own eyes seriously and stand up for what you see because your eyes aren't lying to you. So when I've walked around and looked at the environment, like we have a lot of fucking plastic. Whether we want to admit it or not, we have a lot of fucking plastic and we're all guilty, bro. We're all fucking guilty as shit. Um and here I am using paper towels when corporations want me to use hand dryers and air dryers. I don't know. Uh, Some of the solutions, dog, some of the solutions are actually bettering the planet. Some of them are they're not worth the squeeze. The juice ain't worth the squeeze on some of the solutions they give us, dog. Like changing the plastic straws to paper and then making the wrappers plastic instead of the wrappers paper and the straw plastic. I don't know. I don't know. But some of the solutions they give us are downright silly, but other ones are like actually viable and reasonable. Exactly. I mean, most of the recycling that we get these days You throw it in. It depends where you're at, but most of it, it's just going to a dump anyways. It's gonna end up at a dump anyways. So why make it another step? Why add another step to it? And I think that's where that's what most people resonate with, right? And I get it. I'm right there with you. Like we all know what the answer is, dog. We all know what the answer is. I try to recycle where I can, bro. Taking one of those takeout containers, washing it out, and using it for lunch at work. I feel like I'm doing what I can or something. I don't know, but you know, it's things we tell ourselves to feel good, right? Because at the end of the day, the real solution would just be like reconnecting with nature and getting the nature provided solutions, which nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants their comfort and their AC. So it's a double-edged sword. But it goes back to what I was saying with sometimes sometimes the modern solutions that they give us are not as good as the timeless solutions, the old solutions. And we take on a lot of new technology for what? For what? To waste the resources. A lot of us. But yeah, the art of a good coffee. It can inspire some thoughts for sure. And if only you guys could see exactly what I'm envisioning when I say the things I say. If only you guys could see, man. Hopefully someday. Stay tuned. Because the goal is to get this vision that I have in my head planted all over the internet. You guys are going to think it's beautiful. I promise you. Stay tuned.